These are the top 10 things we need to see in Kenobi. Let's talk about it. All right, guys, getting right into an honorable mention. I want to hear some of the best Star Wars music by John Williams, who's coming back for Kenobi, that we've ever heard before. It's not really technically sing, but it's get mine. Also, I kind of want to see what the state of the Empire is right now. I think this takes place about, 5 years after Revenge of the Sith, so it's still fairly new in that transition from the Republic to now the Empire. I just kind of want to see like the more of their side, more of their point of view, like looking at Vader, looking at how they view Palpatine, all that kind of stuff. I really want to see that. At number 10, I want to see a young Luke Skywalker. We saw him in the trailer acting like his dad. I think those were pod racing glasses. If they were, cool. If not, whatever. But just seeing a young Luke Skywalker, one of my favorite, not only Jedi, not only Star Wars characters, but characters in general in movie history. I'd love to see his relationship with Uncle Owen, his aunt, the people around him, kind of maybe even like give little clues and hints that he is force sensitive and how powerful he will be one day. There's a lot of potential there. At number 9, and Disney's always been really good about this, having a surprise character. Maybe other surviving Jedis that are also on Tatooine. Maybe Obi-Wan goes off-world and meets them, or maybe he like can sense them. Whatever. I would love a surprise character, especially another surviving Jedi from Order 66. And speaking of other Jedi, at number 8, I'd love to have flashbacks of other Jedi from probably Kenobi's point of view and maybe even Anakin's point of view, like Mace Windu, Yoda, maybe characters we didn't really get to dive in the movies, like Kit Fisto, and any Ahsoka, Jedi like that. I think that's a great way to add emotion to what's happening now from the loss of them, or to build character arc throughout the show of Vader and Obi-Wan to stay true to his Jedi roots. Maybe even the Inquisitors. At number 7, and I think we kind of got a hint at this in the trailer, I want to see Qui Gon talking to Obi-Wan or vice versa. I know. Remember at the end of the Revenge of the Sith, I can talk. We saw Yoda telling Obi-Wan that he was still in training, and Obi-Wan was like, training, and it was to talk to Qui Gon. And I would love to see that interaction. Maybe get Qui Gon's point of view on Vader and his like kind of what he thinks about the whole thing. And I just miss seeing Qui Gon, and it's one of my favorite Jedi too. And that would be really cool. That would be really cool. At number 6, I want to know more about these Inquisitors. I know it's the 5th brother. I'm not too familiar with the one who's like mainly shown. The Grand Inquisitor. I want to say there was another one, but I want to know more about the Inquisitor. Kind of how they got to where they are. More about their weapons. Please, Disney, Star Wars, I do not want to see anyone flying with the helicopter saber. Please don't. But I really want to know more about these characters and kind of how their relationship with Vader, how scared they are of him, the Emperor and the Empire in general, and kind of what they're doing. I would love to get their point of view. At number 5, I know this is kind of already confirmed, but a Vader and Obi-Wan interaction, whether it's one of their, I think they're 2 fights in the show, which is crazy. I just want them, the dialogue, I just want the emotion in that. I want them to meet each other multiple times, or even like, yeah, I want them to have many interactions as much as possible in this miniseries. At number 4, I want to see Vader without his mask, whether it's in his chamber and where he can easily take it off, the Bacta tank, or what I would really like to see is in a battle, damaged and you can see it, kind of like in Rebels. Disney, please do that. That would make me so happy. And at number 3, every Star Wars fan dream, really good lightsaber fights. We have one of the best Jedi Masters ever in Obi-Wan, and these Inquisitors, let's get some lightsaber fights. Vader and Obi-Wan lightsaber fighting when we have, in today's day and age, just gonna leave it at that. Let me see that. And at number 2, a quote from Hayden Christianson himself. I want to see the most powerful, terrifying Vader we have ever seen. I want this Vader to make the Vader in Rogue One seem like little Annie. I want him to be scary, terrifying, towering over others, intimidating. I want to see Vader. My favorite villain of ever Vader. I want to see that. Just give me that. That really should be number one. But at number one, I think a lot of people can relate to this, Clone Wars flashbacks. I've heard rumors that they're going to be de-aging Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christianson for just that. Maybe even give us Cody, Rex, Ahsoka, and many other Clone Wars characters. Look, if you're anything like me and a lot of my friends, you grew up watching Clone Wars, and I think it was, 2 years ago when they came out with the last season, everyone was sitting in the room in quarantine crying because Vader was holding Ahsoka. He thought, just give us that in live action, not that. You know what I mean. But anyways, guys, this is what I want to see in the Kenobi series. Feel free to let me know in the comments what you want to see in this series. I'm just excited we get more Star Wars content and something this. I've been looking forward to this for a very long time because Obi-Wan's one of my favorite characters in honestly all of movies. And we're very lucky. We're very lucky. And I'm super excited about it. If you enjoy this kind of content, leave a like. And as always, I'll see you on the next one.